Ryan, your video about Halloween movie and game pairings was super awesome, and it is true that the only reason I love Casper is because the main character is so dreamy. There's a lot going on in the month of November. Particularly, I am vlogging every day in the month of November on my other channel, and also BGGCon is happening, which we are both going to, which should be super awesome. But one of the things that kind of links these two together is that when I travel, I like to play games with strangers, which you can see an example of on my vlog for day 2, where I played a game of Small World on a plane with a stranger. And at BGGCon, you get together and play a lot of games with, well, strangers. So I figured a good topic for today's video would be how to game with strangers. To help me out with my video today, I invited my friends Tammy and Tommy to come along and, yeah, basically act out and like highlight some key points about being a good gamer when you're gaming with strangers. Hello, I'm Tommy. If you're able to, be the one to ask people if they'd like to play a game. Some gamers are shy or introverted, and so they might not have the confidence to go out and ask people to play games with them. Be the first to make that gesture of welcome. You know, the worst they can say is no. Hi, would you like to play a game with me and my friends? Oh, well, yes, of course. Thank you for asking. Learn your opponent's names when you sit down to play, and use their names throughout the game. It really helps build that relationship that may make them want to play games with you later on. Tammy, do you mind if I undo that last move? Sure, Tommy. Thank you, Tammy. Don't be a dick, but also don't be a pushover. Actually play the game, but don't try to actively destroy your opponents, unless that's part of the game. You want these people to walk away from the table happy that they met you and they played games with you, and if they see you later, maybe they'd like to play more games with you. Alright, that's 74 points for me and 2 for you! Yes, that seemed like a very good move. I'm not very good at this game. Yeah. Don't showboat when you do awesome things. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Do not, I repeat, do not touch their pieces unless they ask you. Ugh. Well, really, I think your best move actually, Tammy, would be to move here. I know how to move in tokens. And then there. And collect this money. Don't offer advice unless they ask for it. Or if you really think they're gonna screw up, ask if they're open to some advice, and then offer your advice if they say yes. Can I offer some advice? Sure, what would you recommend? I actually wouldn't go there because be open and willing to play other things than what you brought with you or you were expecting to play. If you hit it off with this game group, maybe they would like to play another game with you, and then it can be a game of your choice. You know, I was really hoping to get a game of Panamax in today. Would you mind? Oh yeah, don't rush your opponents. If they're taking a really long time, try to be tactful and approach the fact that they're doing that. Don't just look at your phone and be snippy or mean. I don't want you to feel like I'm rushing you, but you have been taking a turn for a very long time now. Okay, your turn. This last one doesn't really need an example, but if you're playing with strangers and you had a good time, that doesn't necessarily mean that your opponents had a good time. Don't take that for advantage and try to instantly like buddy them. Take cool, relax. Basically, this was like a blind first date with like a group of people. You don't want to overdo it and be that needy guy that calls 10 minutes after you drop the person off at the door. No one wants that. Well, maybe in love movies. Is it Hugh Grant? I would want that if it was Hugh Grant. That would be great. If you have any advice about gaming with strangers, either at a con or in a not so con setting, let us know down in the comments. I would definitely like to hear any tips or suggestions or maybe funny stories about games gone horribly wrong or horribly right. Alright, that's all I got. Thanks for listening, and Rhiannon, I will see you next week, and then I will actually physically see you in 2 weeks at BGGCon. There's a pipe too much. I don't think you can see the pipe in my magnificent man beard. Yes.